Life's been pretty serious recently. I've been sorting out my taxes for next year, making products for my business, and applying to jobs. Let's just say, it's been pretty rough in this economy. So today, I'm gonna do everything I can to appease my inner child.
Trying to move on, I'm trying to get you off my mind.
To start, I think we definitely have to make a list. Squeaky floors.
Journal?
Journaling time! Alright, so what is something that I would do when I was younger that I can do now as an adult, but on a higher and better scale? I think the first thing I can think of was that when I was younger, I used to draw a lot, so I want to do some drawing today, but at a different scale. While painting, I want to paint again today. I haven't painted in a while, so first thing is painting. Number 2 would be going outside. When I was very young, did love going outside, going on bike rides and stuff, and just being outdoors, hanging out with the neighborhood kids. But I haven't really done that as much recently. I'm just gonna say outside time. Another thing is I was a pretty nerdy kid and I like going to the library, so getting a new library book today would be pretty fun. So let's say go to the library. And last but not least, I was a gamer. I played a lot of games, online MMORPGs like Toontown, Wizard 101, what were the other ones? There were so many, Club Penguin. And I haven't really played video games that much, like consistently in a while, so I guess I want to play a video game today. So let's put video games on the list. And I think that's a pretty good list. 4 items, I think we can knock those out pretty easily. So come along with me.
Alright, should I do watercolor?
Got a bunch of stuff hidden in this corner over here. I think this will definitely do.
And we got some paintbrushes ready to create.
I'm gonna get some water for this. This is something I sketched out yesterday. I think it's pretty cute, and I think if I color it, it'll be really vibrant and kind of cool. So I think I'm gonna start with this one. When you're connecting with your younger self, I don't feel like it has to be doing exactly what you did when you were younger, but exploring things and seeing things the same way as when you were younger. I was talking to a friend very briefly about this idea that I have in my mind about growing up. Like, when you're young, you're free and you don't have any like boundaries and nothing's like really holding you down or holding you back emotionally and even physically. Sometimes. Depends on the kid. I know everyone has different situations. But personally for me, it was like that. And as you get older, like when you're in your teenage years and your adulthood years and stuff like that, young adulthood and stuff, it's like a lot of trauma comes into your life and like bad things happen, like life happens in negative ways. Sometimes positive ways, but the negative ways kind of stick with you and you're like building yourself up, but you're like, you feel so tight. And I think why sometimes when we like look at really like older individuals and kids, we kind of like compare them like in some ways. And I think that's because of how like free they feel. Like when you get older, you realize all the constraints that you put on yourself throughout your life don't actually make any sense and they don't actually matter. And there were just some things that were holding you back and you had to go through and you had to process. And I think that's why sometimes when we look at older people, they seem more free, just like they were as kids, and they have this like chill vibe to them. This took forever, but the last step is to do the outline. I got a normal Sharpie and then a fine line Sharpie. I usually use like a painter's like paint pen, like a black paint pen, but I cannot find one for the life of me. So instead, we're going to be using Sharpies. So let's get to it.
Stand up against the wall so I can trace you with one fine line. We have become a home.
And this is the painting! I think it came out really cute. It took me about 2.5, 3 hours to do this little painting. I think it's really cute. I added some little mushrooms, some mushrooms from the tree, a little heart. Kid just really loves his pine cone. In the back, I also added the robot, the like kind of cartoony robot. I think it's kind of cute. My first inner child task is complete, and I feel really happy about it. Next, I guess we should go outside and get some fresh air, and maybe go to the library. That sounds fun. That sounds pretty fun right now. Yeesh, took forever. It's GoPro time. Time to go outside. Haha. Skateboard? Maybe. Shoes first. Skate shoes. Let's go.
It's a new day for a high. It's another day to try to get by. And ooh, yeah, I'm feeling now every second, every hour of the day. Yeah.
That was fun. Now I'm gonna head home because I'm tired. And I'm just gonna relax. I think the last thing on the list is to play some video games, so let's do that now. Well, let me get home.
I think the whole inner child idea is actually pretty flawed. It has nothing to do with being a kid and more so to do with us being ourselves. As adults, we have all these responsibilities that take us away from the things that we love and that help us express our true feelings. To get back to that, I think we just need to go on a little date with ourselves. So spend some time with you. I know you won't regret it.
Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task?
Nah, man.
Bro, what? This tree friend's a bit weird.